Every mind faces a set of internal predators. Napoleon Hill identified them as the 6 ghosts of fear: poverty, criticism, ill health, loss of love, old age, and death. Look at this photograph of the chaotic crowd outside the New York Stock Exchange in 1929. Here, internal states transformed into physical reality. Panic, indecision, and collective doubt drove these people into a state of paralysis. To escape this trap, Napoleon Hill spent 25 years documenting the specific habits of America's most successful people. He found that when a person's thoughts become steeped in these 6 fears, they lose the capacity to recognize opportunity, effectively anchoring themselves in a cycle of failure. Hill's central premise is that thoughts possess a physical equivalent. In his view, the material world functions as a mirror for a person's internal mental state. This diagram maps out the training regimen Hill created to harness that power. He outlined 13 steps designed to help anyone master this mental alchemy. Generating wealth requires a systematic retraining of the brain, converting abstract impulses into concrete plans and actions. The starting point of all achievement is desire. A passive wish for money has no power. You need a specific, obsessive goal. You then amplify that desire with faith. Faith is the practice of maintaining the absolute belief that your goal is already achieved in the present moment, even before the physical evidence appears. Thomas Edison, who held over 1,000 patents, relied on this intensity. He maintained his faith in the electric light bulb through thousands of failed attempts, until his internal vision became a physical reality. Without combining a burning obsession with absolute certainty, the mind cannot generate the energy required to alter physical circumstances. To rewire your brain to accept this faith, you use autosuggestion. By repeating your goals with intense emotion, you bypass the conscious mind's filters and speak directly to your deeper faculties. This cross-section shows how repetition programs neural pathways, turning the subconscious into an automated engine that materializes planted thoughts. From there, your imagination takes over to form plans. Hill distinguishes synthetic imagination, rearranging old concepts, from creative imagination, which receives new inspiration. The subconscious mind is completely neutral. It will build and attract exactly what you forcefully tell it to, making control over your daily thoughts mandatory. To generate higher levels of mental energy, Hill introduces sex transmutation. This transforms the intense biological energy of physical desire into creative and financial ambition. You then multiply that internal energy by forming a mastermind. This alliance of individuals working in perfect harmony synchronizes their brainpower into a collective third force. Andrew Carnegie used this principle to build his steel empire. He aligned himself with a group of men who possessed specialized knowledge he lacked, creating a synchronized network of minds. Henry Ford utilized the same force, using specialized alliances to dominate the automobile industry and accumulate immense wealth. Exponential wealth is unlocked when internal biological drives are mastered and then synchronized with the aligned minds of others. Hill proposed that the human brain functions as a broadcasting and receiving station for thought vibrations. He called this the sixth sense, the faculty that intercepts ideas from the ether. As we see here, a mind operating at a high positive frequency sends out magnetic vibrations, physically pulling opportunities toward it. But this process works in both directions. A mind constantly tuned to fear and poverty will magnetize disaster right back to itself. This suggests that humans are biological radios, constantly tuning their internal dials to intercept a physical reality that matches their internal frequency. To ground this energy, your thoughts must finally crystallize into physical action through organized planning, a firm decision, and relentless persistence. By applying this systematic knowledge, the mind shatters the internal fears that once created the conditions of failure. This daily effort of will serves as protection against the 6 ghosts, allowing you to move past the doubts that paralyze most people. In this philosophy, physical riches are the result of a disciplined mind. The brain directs the outcome, and your training starts now.